Okay. You see me? Yes, you can see me. Okay, great. So finding a nice standing position, feeling your feet firmly planted on the ground. And as you inhale, start to sweep your arms out and up, reach tall, look up. And as you exhale, sweep them out and down. Big stretches. Inhale, reach them out and up, press through your feet, reach tall. Exhale, reach the arms out and down. One more time, inhale, out and up. And exhale, out and down. And bring a hand to heart, hand to low belly, or imagine their place there. And just take a moment to begin to tune into your breath. Bringing your gaze, your awareness within the body. Perhaps dancing your attention from the top of your head down to your toes. Just checking in with how you're feeling right now. No need to fix, change, or judge anything. Simply observing from a lens of curiosity, compassion. Noticing if the breath is quick and shallow or if it's a little bit more relaxed and deeper breath. Beginning to focus on an inhale that starts in the low belly and expands up to the chest. You can use your hands as feedback. As you exhale, feel the chest soften, low belly hug, and empty completely. Again, inhale, expanding your body with breath. Exhale, empty completely. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. And again, just notice how you feel. Tuning into your feet, maybe swaying forward and back and finding that middle point where you feel the lift of your arch, the inner line of your foot. And you feel anchored through your toes and through your heel. Relaxing the arms back down, bring your hands together, interlace your fingers. As you inhale, flip your palms and reach them forward and up to the ceiling. As you exhale, cactus the arms, bend the knees, and start to fold forward. Roll the spine forward, bending the knees, opening the chest. Relax the head and neck down, keep the knees bent. Start to press through the feet. Bring your hands together, interlacing your fingers. As you start to come upright, flip your palms. Reach them up to the sky, coming all the way up. Feel long through both sides of the body. Inhale. As you exhale, separate the hands, bend the elbows, cactus the arms, bend the knees, fold the spine, fold the chest forward. Bending into the feet, roll up through the spine. When your hands get to your waist, interlace your hands, flip your palms and start to reach them forward and up to the sky. And as you exhale, separate the hands, cactus the arms, and allow your spine to roll forward. Knees are bent. One more time. Inhale, rolling up through the spine, press through the feet, interlace your hands, flip the palms, start to reach them up to the sky. Keep pressing into the feet, reach through your hands. And as you exhale, bend the elbows, cactus the arms, bend the knees, roll forward. Relaxing your hands on the ground or forearms on thighs, maybe shaking your head, yes and no. And press through the feet again and start to roll up through your spine one more time. And this time reach the arms out and up beside you, big stretch, inhale. Bringing your hands together, hold the right wrist with the left hand, find length through the right side of the body, press into the right foot and start to lean to the left. And you might bend the right knee a little bit and send the right hip to the right. Keep heavy through that right foot as you reach with the right hand and gently lean to the left. Drawing that right elbow, right shoulder back, getting a deep stretch through the whole right side of our lungs and the ribs and the hip, shoulder. So good. And come back to center, inhale. And switch your grip of your wrist. So holding the left wrist reached long. And as you exhale, lean to the right. Again, you might bend the left knee a little bit and send the hips to the left. Press through the left foot as you reach long with the left hand. Draw the left shoulder back. One more deep breath into the side body. And come back to center. Reaching tall one more time, inhale. And as you exhale, open the arms, fly your heart forward, folding forward, bend the knees. Coming to a half lift, hands to thighs or shins, lift the heart, your gaze stays towards the mat. And as you exhale, make your way all the way down to tabletop. Hands and knees. And begin to move through a few cycles of cat and cow. So lengthening the spine as you inhale. Rounding the back as you exhale. Again, using this as time to check in with your body, with your breath right now. Really feeling shoulder blades glide on the back as you lengthen the spine and lift the heart. And as you exhale, press the ground away, round through the spine, gaze down. So we've already done these spine rolls now standing. So we're just introducing the movement in a different plane. Just noticing the mobility available as you continue to move through the body. Finding another breath here. One more time. Inhale, lengthen the spine off of the heart. And exhale, round the back. Come back to neutral, walk your hands to the left, keep your knees as they are. So just introducing a bit more of a side stretch here. Inhale, lengthen the spine, offer the heart. Exhale, hug navel to spine, press the mat away, send hips towards heels, really anchor through your right hand. Come back to this neutral shape. Inhale, offer the heart. Exhale, round the back, shift hips towards heels, press into that right hand. Good. One more time. Inhale, lengthen the spine, offer the heart, big stretch. Exhale, around the back, hips towards heels. And come back to neutral. Walk your hands back to center and make your way over to the other side. I'm just going to turn so I still face you. Inhale, lengthen the spine, offer the heart. Exhale, round the back, press into that left hand, draw your hips towards your heels. Two more times. Lengthening on the inhale, press the ground away, stretch the front of the throat. Exhale, tuck the tailbone around the back. Keep pressing the ground away, hips towards heels. Awesome. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Back to neutral with the spine. Walk your hands back to center. Find one more cat and cow in the middle just to balance it out. Notice how both sides feel now. Feeling shoulder blades glide on the back as you lengthen through the spine, lift the chin and chest. Exhale, tuck the tailbone that ripples the spine, press the ground away, rounding through the back. Come back to neutral. Bring your toes together, knees wide, and lower your bum towards your heels. Moving into child's pose. In child's pose, allowing the body to soften into the mat. Feeling the forehead resting on the ground or maybe on a pillow. As you inhale, feeling the breath expand through the low back, mid back, upper back. As you exhale, feel the hips sinking closer to the heels, all effort draining into the earth. Enjoying 3 more deep breaths right here. And the offering for today's practice is to simply be with whatever comes up, whatever you're noticing, instead of immediately seeking to change it or fix something. Can you give yourself space? Can you give yourself permission to simply witness? And then from that place of pausing and being with, you might notice there's an inner knowing or guidance that your body is asking for or guiding you towards. But first, we have to pause in order to access that guidance. Enjoying one more deep breath here. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Walking your hands closer to your knees, make your way back up to tabletop. Pressing into the hands, extend the right leg out behind you, press into the hands, reach out of the heel, find a big inhale. And as you exhale, draw the knee towards the nose between your hands. We're coming into a low lunge, so you might lift your left knee and set it down. As you inhale, bring your arms up. Option to stay right here. You might prefer hands on hips, or we'll move through an arm variation we've already done. So drawing right hip back, left hip forward, interlace your hands. As you inhale, flip the palms, reach them up to the sky, gently look up. As you exhale, cactus the arms, maybe lunge a little deeper in that right knee. This is all optional. Again, clasp the hands. Start to flip the palms, reach them up. As you do that, your hips draw back a little bit. And as you exhale, lunge a little deeper into that front knee. One more time, interlace the hands, flip the palms, reach them up. And this time, as you exhale, maybe stick out your tongue and do lion's breath, cactus the arms. Let it go. Reach the arms up to the sky, inhale. And as you exhale, bring both hands inside the right foot, heel toe the right foot over to the right, bend into that right knee. And again, you might lift your left and set it down. And just take a moment here, come up to your finger pads. And if you have blocks or pillows and you're like the ground is way too far away, feel free to grab those props if you need. As you inhale, lengthen the spine again, offer the heart. As you exhale, hug navel to spine, shift your hips back, straighten the right leg any amount. You don't have to go very far. 2 more times, bending into the right knee, press the ground away, lengthen the spine, lift the heart. As you exhale, shift the hips back. 1 more time, inhale, bending into the right knee, lift the heart. As you exhale, shift the hips back. Option to stay right here, drawing right hip back, left hip forward, sending breath into that right leg. You might walk your left hand off to the left, and you might reach the right arm up to the sky. This is an option. You don't have to do this. It just changes the sensation of the stretch a little bit if you're wanting to open through the chest. You might bring your right hand behind your head, press head into hand, lift the elbow even more. This deepens the twist in the spine. Again, you don't have to. It's all just options. 1 more breath here. Inhale, reach with the right hand, press into the left hand. And as you exhale, bring your right and step the right knee back to join left, find tabletop. Walk your hands a bit further forward, keep your hips high, come down to heart pose, lower your head and your chest down, feeling length through the spine, breathing into the shoulders, breathing into the hips. You can always take child's pose instead. We will move there in a moment. Sometimes heart pose feels really good. You might sway your hips side to side. 1 more breath here, inhale. As you exhale and tuck the toes, lower bum to heels, and find child's pose, fully softening into the mat. Noticing how it feels now compared to a few moments ago. Softening any tension around the eyes, along the jawline. Finding 1 more deep breath right here. Exhale. Walking your hands closer to your knees, make your way back up to tabletop and just pause for a moment in the middle. Again, check in. How does one side feel to the other? Notice if you're really lowering through your belly and arcing the low back. Can you hug your navel to spine, tuck your tailbone? And if you had a Lululemon sign on the back of your pants or your leggings, imagine you were trying to press that into the ceiling so you feel space through the low back and your hands are active, your arms are active. And now inhale, lengthen out of the left leg, reach that left heel back, keep pressing into your hands, especially the left hand. And as you exhale, draw the left knee to the nose, step it between your hands, coming into low lunge on this side. So again, you might inch the right knee back a tiny bit and inhale, reach your arms forward, draw the left hip back, right hip forward, strong foundation. Perfect. Bringing hands together, interlace your hands, flip your palms, inhale, reach them up to the sky, look up. As you exhale, cactus the arms, maybe lunge deeper into the left knee, open the chest. Bring the hands down and around, clasp the hands, flip the palms, reach them up to the ceiling, draw the hips back a touch. And as you exhale, cactus the arms, maybe lunge a little deeper. Again, clasp the hands one more time, flip the palms, reach them up to the sky, hips draw back a tiny bit. And as you exhale, this time stick out your tongue, cactus the arms, lion's breath. Sweeping the arms forward and up, inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands down inside the left foot, heel toe the left foot towards the top left corner of the mat. Come to your finger pads, Spider-Man hands, and lift the right knee, set it a little further back. Pressing into your hands, lengthen the spine, inhale. As you exhale, hug navel to spine, hips draw you back, straighten the left leg any amount. Beautiful. 2 more times. Inhale, press the ground away, lift the heart and the chin any amount. It might be super subtle. And as you exhale, hug navel to spine, straighten that left leg. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale. Drawing left hip back, right hip forward. Take a moment here in the middle, breathing into the left leg. Hello, hamstrings. Hello, glutes. And you might stay right here, continuing to focus on deep breaths. Or you might walk your right hand off to the right and press into the right hand, open the left arm up to the sky, introducing a bit of a twist, getting into more of the outer line of that left leg, left hip. Again, notice your breath. It's super common as we twist or as we're in these more intense shapes to hold the breath. So greet yourself with a deeper breath instead. Coming back to the offering of being with whatever we notice versus immediately reacting to it. On your next exhale, bring your left hand back inside the left foot. Walk the right hand onto the mat, bend into the left knee. Look straight ahead, inhale. And as you exhale, step left knee to join right. Walk your hands forward 1 more time. Keep your hips high. Lower your chest down towards the mat. Coming into a beautiful stretch for shoulders, upper back, spine, hips. Sometimes it can feel good to sway the head, to rock the head side to side, massaging the brow line, massaging through the forehead. Keeping the hips and the legs square and steady, so just isolating the movement to the head into the neck. And as you're ready, you can untuck your toes, lower your bum towards your heels, and enjoy 3 or 4 deep breaths in child's pose. And you might reach your arms out in front of you. You might have your forehead resting on the mat and your arms alongside the legs. So they're kind of like hugging your body. Or you might prefer more of a shoulder opener. So your hands would be reaching forward, bring your hands in prayer, and then point your hands up to the ceiling, your fingers up to the ceiling. Inch your elbows a little further forward and draw your elbows back. And you'll feel that fire up through the upper body, the shoulders, armpits, all those juicy areas. Inhaling, feeling the breath expand through the upper back, mid back, low back. Exhale, feeling everything soften, settle. One more breath here. Beginning to come back up to tabletop, finding our way back to all fours. We'll make our way over to our bum. And swivel the legs around, give them a shake. And this is where you might want your pillow, extending the left leg out long. And it doesn't have to be super far out to the left. It can just be a little bit, but it's not right in front of you. It's a little more to the left. So if you have your pillow, you might have your pillow on the inside of your leg, or you might put your pillow on top of your leg. And we'll start to fold the chest forward towards that left leg. So you can rest your forearms on the pillow. Allow the right leg to be heavy, the right knee to be heavy. You'll likely feel this in the right low back, right glute, as well as in the left hamstrings. Feeling the neck soften, the chest soften. Relaxing the jaw. Enjoying about 8 deep breaths here. Inhaling, perhaps counting to 4. Exhale, perhaps counting to 5 or 6. Inhaling, feeling the breath expanding, creating space in the right hip, low back. Exhale, feeling everything soften, settling, becoming heavier. Using the breath to intentionally clear out this part of the body that commonly ends up storing so much emotion and stress that we don't process in the moment. And then it gets really tense over time. So using the breath to help create more space in the body. Enjoying 2 more deep breaths right here. Walking your hands up your left leg, bring yourself upright. And you can just bring your pillow through center for a moment, keeping your left leg where it is, fold forward center. So now it's more into the left inner line of the left leg. And you can rest your hands on your pillow, just fold for a moment, noticing how that feels. You might also feel this even more in that right hip, low back. Enjoying one more deep breath here. Maybe sigh it out. Letting go of April, letting go of this week. And walking your hands back up the pillow, coming back upright. We'll extend the right leg out beside us, bring the left foot into the center line. And placing the pillow on that right thigh, turning our waist and our gaze towards the right foot, folding forward any amount. You don't have to force it. And once you soften and continuing to soften into gravity, your body will naturally round little by little, but don't feel you have to force that. You can also fold your pillow in half if that feels like it'll give you a little more height initially, and then you can unfold it as your body is ready to release. Sending some loving breaths into the left hip, low back. Deep gratitude for your body, for all the ways it supports you. Deep gratitude for your hips, for the ways they help you move through life. Deep gratitude for the wisdom that is stored in the low belly, in the low abdomen, in the womb space. Again, perhaps inhaling for 4. And exhale for 5 or 6. Softening through the shoulders, softening the jaw. You're safe and supported in this shape. Three more deep breaths right here. Inhaling, feeling the space created through the low back on the left side, left hip, right hamstrings. Exhale, surrendering even 2% more. Begin to walk your hands up your pillow, up your legs, slowly coming upright. And then shift your gaze towards center, and you might bring your pillow in front of you again and just find a forward fold. Center over the legs. Notice how this feels. Can you flex through the right foot so that your right ankle is active? Your leg is engaged. Yeah. And again, it's not so much that we're trying to get our forehead to the ground for this. It's more that we're hinging from the hips and just breathing into the back, into the right hamstrings. And exhale. Walking your hands up your pillow. We'll move the pillow beside us or behind us for a moment. And bringing your hands behind, have your feet nice and wide, just loosely windshield wiper your legs side to side. Releasing that tension through the low back and allowing a bit more of an opening across the chest since we were just so rounded in that shape. Allowing the legs to fall to the left, walk your hands to the right, your fingertips can point towards your thumb. You might draw your elbows in and bend the elbows a bit, maybe lift the chest, lift the chin a tiny bit. Notice if within this internal rotation in the right hip, can you soften some of the gripping even for a moment here? Exhale, let it go. Begin to windshield wiper the legs back to center. Walk your hands back behind you as your legs lower to the right. Walk your hands to the left. Again, hug elbows in. Lift the heart. Relax the left leg any amount. Breathing into internal rotation on this side, gently lifting the chest, lifting the chin. Exhale. Come back to center. You might straighten both legs and give them a shake. And find your pillow. We're going to sit for a moment for a neck release before lowering to our back. So you might sit up on your pillow as I am and cross your legs or whatever way is comfortable for you. So if how I'm sitting, you're like, that's a hard no, then whatever shape is best for you in an upright position. I always find lifting my hips to help. And resting your hands on your knees. As you inhale, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. As you exhale, circle them back and down. Again, inhale, shrug them up, up, up. Exhale, back and down. One more time, inhale, up, up. Exhale, back and down. Lowering chin to chest. Begin to trace your collarbone to the right as you inhale, tipping right ear to right shoulder. Maybe walk your left hand off beside you. Press your left finger pads into the mat. Reach your ear towards your shoulder even more to the right. Maybe rock your head back a little more. As you exhale, slowly circle your chin back to center, back to chest. 3 more times to the right. Inhale, trace collarbone to the right, right ear to right shoulder. Reach your chin away from the chest. As you exhale, slowly circle chin to chest. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Feeling a release through the left side of the neck. Stretch from the front of the throat. And as you exhale, gently lower chin to chest. One more time here. Inhale. And exhale. Lowering chin to chest, bring left hand back to left thigh. Take a breath into the back of the neck. Inhale. Exhale. Tracing the left collarbone to the left ear to left shoulder. Press the right finger pads into the mat. Tip your chin away from the chest. Deep inhale. As you exhale, slowly circle chin to chest. Again, inhale, left ear to left shoulder, continuing to send breath into the right side of the neck. Noticing if you're gripping through your hamstrings and through your hip flexors, your legs, can you soften your legs? Exhale, circle chin to chest. 2 more times. Inhale. Nice big stretch on the right side of the neck, front of the throat. And exhale back to center. One more time, inhale. Maybe tip your head back to the left even more. Deepest breath of the practice. And exhale, chin to chest. Bringing your hands to your thighs. Take a moment, circle right ear to right shoulder. Keep circling your head back behind you. Lower your head back. Moving super slowly through the back of the neck, top of the shoulders. Left ear rolls towards left shoulder. And we circle the head back to center. Chin to chest. And going the other way, big, slow circle. Gently massaging the back of the neck. Making your way over to the right. And lowering chin to chest. And as you inhale, start to roll up through the spine, lifting your head. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears as you inhale. Exhale, sigh it out, circle them back and down. And just pause for a moment, sitting tall, scanning your awareness head to toe. Just noticing how you feel now. Noticing the space created, noticing the rhythm of your breath. Noticing perhaps a greater sense of ease or relaxation within. Again, connecting back with the intention to be with whatever you notice, whatever arises. And as you're ready, opening your eyes, come off your pillow. We'll make our way onto our back, so you might want to move however is best for you. You might want to give your legs a shake again. We'll lower onto our back and give our legs a hug. Drawing the knees into the chest, hugging shins or back of thighs, gently rocking side to side. Might feel good to place your hands on your knees and actually draw circles. So drawing the knees towards the chest, open the knees out wide, separating the knees, and then draw the knees back together and back towards the chest. So lubricating through our hip joints. This also helps to loosen and massage through the low back. Nice big circles. Yeah. One more. And then we'll go the other way. So now you press the knees away, widen the knees, so separate the knees, and then draw the knees back together in front of the chest. Press them away, big circles. One more time. And pressing the feet down onto the mat now, lowering the feet down. Press into your feet, lift your hips and slide your pillow or your bolster, whatever you're using, under your low back, under your sacrum. So it's more under your bum than it is your low back. You can kind of find that sweet spot. You might need to shift the pillow a tiny bit up the back, but not much. It's closer to the bum. It's just above where the bum crack is. And allow the arms maybe
to open like a cactus, or you might imagine you're holding a beach ball overhead. As long as the forearms and the backs of the hands are resting on the ground, so nothing's like hovering. So laying in a way that your arms are fully relaxed. Feeling the thigh bones lowering into the hip sockets, like sinking into the hip sockets. Feeling the hips settling heavy against the craw. Steady inhale, steady exhales. And you might stay as you are, you might reach the right leg out long. Allowing that right thigh to open towards the right. Subtly, the foot will naturally roll to the right. And if you need to shift the pillow slightly up from the bum, you're welcome to adjust. If it feels too low, you can discern that. As you inhale, sending breath to the front of that right thigh. As you exhale, feel the breath wash out the right leg out of the right foot. Inhaling breath into the right leg, right hip. Exhale, breath washes down the right leg. And you might stay as you are here. You might prefer to open the left knee out to the left and step the left sole of the foot near the inner line of that right calf. So you're in like tree pose on the ground, but with your hips supported. If this creates any pinching in the low back, place the left foot back on the mat. Otherwise, you might breathe into this super awesome hip opener. Sending breath into the low back, into the hips, into the legs. Allowing yourself to soften, to relax, to sink into gravity here. Using your left hand, begin to guide the left thigh back up, stepping the left foot on the mat. Pause for a moment, step the right foot to join the left. Just notice how one side feels to the other. Adjusting the pillow if you need. And in your own time, extending the left leg out long, allowing the left ankle to gently roll to the left. Keeping the right foot planted on the mat to start. You might explore a different arm variation. If arms were out like a T, maybe your arms are cactus, or maybe they're kind of reaching overhead with elbows bent. So again, your arms are supported like mine are. Taking a few loving breaths down into the left hip, left leg. And if anything is getting stirred up in this posture, using the breath to process it out of the body. No need to make any stories or meaning, interpretation of it, simply allowing it to be released with the exhale. Perhaps allowing the right knee to open to the right and stepping the right foot to the inner line of the left calf. So again, you're in a fallen tree sort of shape. Resting the awareness in the hips, in the legs. Noticing how one side might feel completely different to the other, and that is normal, that's totally okay. Again, if there's any pinching or immediate soreness, stepping the right foot back onto the mat gives space to the low back. Enjoying 3 more breaths here. Relaxing across the shoulders, upper back, neck, face. Softening through your hands, ankles, feet. 1 more breath here. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Relaxing the arms down towards the legs, using the right hand to guide the right thigh back up, right foot on the mat. And stepping the left foot to join the right, pausing here. As you're ready, press into both feet, lift your hips, slide your pillow out beside you, and very slowly roll vertebrae by vertebrae all the way back down. So you're stretching through the low back. Pause for a moment, feet are wide, knees knock in, hand on heart and belly. Just notice the space created through the low back. Notice how your breath is flowing here. And once more, bringing your arms into a cactus shape, keeping the feet nice and wide. We'll windshield wiper legs side to side. Noticing how this feels compared to when we did this sitting on our bum. Noticing perhaps more range of motion after the postures we just explored. And the next time we come through center, allow the legs to lower to the left. And your gaze might be up at the ceiling or over the right shoulder. Feeling a release through the whole right side of the body as that right leg becomes heavier and heavier. Relaxing across the chest, relaxing across the arms and the shoulders. Enjoying 1 more breath into the right hip, inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Come back to center. Bring your gaze back to center, and as you exhale, lower the legs to the right. Allow the left leg to become heavy. Bringing your gaze over the left shoulder if that feels good for the neck. Again, soften through the hands, the wrists, arms, shoulders. Relax across the forehead. Allow the right leg to release any gripping or holding. As you exhale, sigh it out. Come back to center, bring your gaze back to center. Give yourself one more hug, draw knees to chest. Gently pressing low back into the mat. And also compressing through the hip flexors, massaging the spine, rolling side to side. And you might find a modified happy baby, hugging the backs of the thighs. Separate the knees a little bit, reach your feet towards the ceiling. So feet are flexed, knees are bent, and just hug the back of the thighs, drawing knees towards armpits. Again, this is an option, you don't have to do this. Keeping your sacrum, so that low back on the mat. Glue it down, yeah. One more breath here. Exhale out the mouth. Bringing knees back in front of the chest. Stepping the feet back onto the mat. And roll unraveling into your shape for Savasana. So you might have your legs extended long, arms long. You might have feet on the mat, knees knocking in. If you're near a couch or the wall, you might want legs up the wall. So whatever is feeling good for you, or you might have like a pillow under each knee or thigh. So your legs are supported as your legs are extended out long. So you can always have like a pillow under each knee and then extend legs long. Or under both knees, yeah, it can feel really nice, and allow the arms to relax open. Feeling your whole body surrender into this shape. Again, scanning head to toe, noticing all the space created, noticing more ease of breath to flow. Surrendering all effort here as you enjoy a few moments in stillness together. Coming back to the intention to simply be with yourself, to enjoy this moment of pause and this gentle check-in. Allowing your breath to deepen. Enjoying a long, nourishing breath in through the nose. And a gentle sigh out the mouth. Beginning to bring some movement to your wrists, to your ankles, hands, and feet. Maybe wiggling fingers and toes, or starting to draw circles with your wrists and your ankles. Bringing some movement back into the body. And if you have a prop under your knees, maybe bending your knees and moving the pillow beside you. And then reaching arms and legs long, enjoying another big stretch. Just notice how you feel. Notice again all the amazing space you created. Then stepping your feet on the mat. Roll yourself to one side, pause on your side, resting your head on your bicep. Just taking a moment here, thanking yourself for the practice today. Acknowledging the land that we're on, this planet that sustains and connects all of us. And deep gratitude for our breath, this amazing tool and teacher within each of us. Pressing yourself up towards a seated posture if you'd like. Keeping eyes soft or gently closed. Bringing a hand to the upper chest or imagining it's placed there. Again, scanning awareness head to toe, noticing what it is like to simply be with, to give ourselves space, to witness, to feel, to connect more deeply. Bowing chin to chest, balancing the intelligence of the mind with the wisdom of the heart. Noticing how the more we offer ourselves windows of slowness, pockets of space, this deep inner wisdom becomes a little bit louder. Our inner compass becomes a little bit louder. And lifting your head as you're ready. Thank you so much for practicing. Namaste. So good. I'm going to stop recording.